Sometimes in Keynote, you'll find yourself wanting to create your own custom shapes that are not any of the shapes provided in Keynote. And the way to do this is to use the pen. When you select the pen here, you can start putting the endpoints of a shape to draw it the way you want it. So let's say you want to draw a shape of a house. So you'll start by drawing the lines like this, and you can hold the shift key here to constrain the line to 45-degree angles, so you can only draw alongside these straight lines. And let's say do this, and then this, and then house top, and then here, and then like this. So this, say after I did the shape, I realized that this line is not straight. I can actually start like manipulating the endpoints here to make it straight, and this way I end up with this shape. And after I'm done with it, I'm also still able to edit the shape by editing the endpoints of the shape and make it editable. So when I make it editable, I can go back in and maybe play with things a little bit here, make it a crooked house, and even curve the bottom here a little bit, so it's more looking like a weird Christmas tree now, but you get the idea. The other option is, while I'm drawing, I can draw curved lines as well instead of straight lines. So I put down one point and I put down the other point, and without releasing the mouse button, I start moving the curved line left and right, so I can draw a certain curve, and now I can put it down and then start drawing another curve. So this is very useful in drawing curved shapes, probably weird curved shapes, but we use this a lot in drawing our icons in Keynote. So this looks like someone's large intestine. Hopefully not. But again, you can see I can still manipulate these curves and these endpoints after I'm done to fine tune them. Like if I want to make it fit certain, like parallel to another curve, or I can even select this one and delete it and remove it completely from the shape, and now the shape looks even more weird. But you get the point here of how to draw shapes. And the last thing I want to say is that you can also edit any other shape from the custom shapes. So let's say this is a group of shapes. I'm going to ungroup it with Command-Shift-G, and I'm going to select this, let's say this rounded corner rectangle, and I'm going to make it editable. I have a keyboard shortcut for this, which is Command-Shift-E, but you probably don't have this configured yet. If you do this with a rounded rectangle, you will be able to manipulate the corners individually. So let's say I want to make two of the corners straight and two of the corners rounded. So I remove this curve and I want to make this line a straight line. So I can grab it and do it like this, but it's not really straight because there are still endpoints here that are curved. The way to do this in Keynote is actually to double click on the edges. You can still see there's two more points here. So I'm going to delete these 2 points. And as I delete the curved points here, I can see it became a straight line. Now I have let's say a button that has 2 rounded edges and 2 straight edges. And this is useful like if I want to create a tab buttons. So I'm going to basically have one of them that's straight on one edge and curved on the other edge, one of them that's straight on both edges, and one of them that is the opposite, and I'm gonna rotate it to make sure it's the other end of that tab group.